Owen, Stephanie, Michael, and Cly are nominated for double eviction. But who will win the Topaz Power Veto competition? Find out now on Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. Hello, I'm Andrew Shevsik Moonves. Welcome to Big Brother Cheesecake 7 Chocolate Heaven. It's day 33 inside the Big Brother Cheesecake house, and this week Kilby is the head of household in a double eviction week. He nominated Owen, Stephanie, and Michael for eviction, and Willy Wonka nominated Cly as the fourth nominee. But who will win the Topaz Power Veto? We'll find out shortly. But first, I'm going to do my absolute best, even though I'm going to fail, to try and keep the episodes a little bit shorter, because I have noticed, I normally don't care, but I checked out of curiosity's sake, and I noticed that in the last week or so, the viewers and ratings have gone down. I was in the 40s to 50s, which I'm happy with. Now I'm in the high 30s for number of views. And so even though I don't technically care, it's possible that the videos have been going on too long. I know this season I've enjoyed it so much. I have so much passion for it, and there's just so much that I have to say, and so I kind of ramble on. In the early days of Big Brother Cheesecake, seasons 1 through 3, I had to keep the episodes between 10 to 15 minutes because there was, if your YouTube videos were more than 15 minutes, you had to pay a fee, so I never wanted to pay the fee, so I kept it below 15 minutes. And then in season 4, when that went away, I went up to 15 to 20 minutes, and then for All Stars was a great season, so I went up to 20 to 25. And then season 6, I went down a little because I was depressed, and so I was kind of half-assing the episodes. But then in now, season 7, now I'm up to 25. I'm struggling to not go over 20, but I'm going to do my best to keep it at 20 so that people like Marcin don't lose interest. Okay, so before I get to the Topaz Power Veto competition, Stephanie was not thrilled to be put on the block, and she didn't hold back with what she had to say. So we're about to hear Stephanie's voice for the first time. I have a feeling she's going to hate it. But here we go. This is what Stephanie had to say about being put on the block. Hello there, it's me, Stephanie, aka Judge Janine Pirro from Fox News. You may know me as the radical DA that would put people behind the bars and was tough on crime. I also like brandy. My favorite chocolate is a York peppermint patty. I love the peppermint that's inside a dark chocolate. It's like, feel how refreshing it is to have the peppermint patty. Like you're on a boat in the ocean and the breeze goes through your vagina. Anyway, I want to thank heroes Clarence Thomas and Amy Ice Cream Cone Bear Eggs for getting rid of abortion, because that's not right in America. What do you call an abortion on Halloween? An abortion! Also, it's so important that we protect the fetus. The fetus is the most important thing. Then, when they're born, they can go off to school, and because we have no gun laws, they can get slaughtered in schools all across the country for all I care. But remember, abortion, bad. Guns, good. Speaking of which, the radical left is at it again. Can you believe that idiot Joe Biden fell off a tricycle? Wow, what a moron! And then you have Camilla Hairball. She is a terrible example of being a good woman. Also, spearheading their team, you have Pete Booster Juice, and the worst one of all, Colonel Sanders. He just sits there all day doing nothing. Anyway, the radical left is at it again. Rumor has it that running for president next, when she turns 35, will be horrible. New York Senator Alexander Occasional Cortisone. We need to make sure at Fox News that we get her out and out because she will run us to the ground. We need to make sure Donald Trump runs again in 2024 so that he can MAGA, make America gross again. My good friend from Saturday Night Fever, Colin Jost, sent me a message that I was nominated for eviction. And I was like, what? How dare people nominate me for eviction? I'm Judge Janine Pirro from Fox News. Anyway, here's what I have to say about that. As far as the nominations go, it sucks to be nominated. Kilby is a radical liberal, and he is pro-choice. I'll say this, though. You can't get on the same page with someone you refuse to talk game with when they ask. I've asked many times and get left on red. Good luck, Owen and Michelle. Cly is non-existent, so she wouldn't see this anyway, probably because she's a libertarian. What the hell is that anyway? Either pick, be a Republican or be wrong. Again, I'm Judge Janine Pirro. The bottom line is, Trump good, everybody else bad. Fetus good, guns good. CNN bad. Okay. Wow, Stephanie is a lot. She got really old and white and Republican in that, but somebody had to have that voice. So sorry. Anyway, peppermint patty is very good though. Wow. Oh yeah. Yes. Anyway. For the Topaz Power Veto competition, Cly right away messaged me and said she's not available. And I'm like, oh great, here we go again. She looked for a replacement. She named Callum. He didn't respond whatsoever and didn't show up to the competition. Her next choice was Javier. He was also not available. Then she chose Jenna. Jenna was available. Then Kilby said he might not be able to show up. And then Stephanie did not show up. So at this point I was getting pissed. Not pissed, but I was kind of getting annoyed. And I'm like, at this point, let's just let the homeless bum come off the street and play. Or why don't we just go on Craigslist to get a 7th person? But in the end, we got 6 people to play. We got Bridget, Brooke, Jenna, Kilby, Michael, and Owen. Stephanie did pop up later on, and unfortunately she was too late, so I had to eliminate her. She came on at 10:13ish, and we had already started. But yeah, so anyway, and of course Rayanne was sitting on her, she posted it, where did it go now? Rayanne sits on the Sandra sit-out bench, it would have been Grace, from Grace and Frankie. I'm sitting on the Sandra sit-out bench, waiting for my turn on the Cly rotation. Yeah, because literally everybody except for Kennedy had a chance to play in this competition. Anyway, okay, the rules for the Topaz Power Veto competition, a very important competition that is very difficult. It's called Big Brother Chocolate Milk, and here's how it worked. In this competition, I will post, or I did post, 10 pictures of a liquid. The liquid was half chocolate milk, to which some people said, not again, not chocolate milk. Half chocolate milk and half another liquid. The house guests had 30 seconds to publicly in the group chat say what they thought the other liquid was. And the other liquid was something you could drink or consume, so it wasn't gasoline or cyanide or anything like that. I then gave the house guests 30 seconds after that, after they saw everybody's answers, to then stay or fold privately to me. If you fold, no punishment, no penalty, but you don't get a point. If you stay and you are correct, you get a point. If you stay and you are incorrect, you get a strike. 3 strikes, you're out. I implemented the 3 strikes rule because last season in Big Brother Soda Pop, which was done using different color or different flavors of soda, there was no strikes and people were eliminated right away, and the competition didn't last very long. This is a very challenging competition, and I gotta say, as tough as this one was, and I was expecting people to wipe out and have zeros all along, people did pretty well in this one. I was pretty impressed overall. They did better collectively. This house did better than Season 6 did in Soda Pop. And in Season 6, I think they had 10 options, whereas here, I didn't even give choices. People were just guessing what it was. So anyway, is everybody ready? Then... let's begin. Okay, round 1. Brooke says fruit punch, Owen red wine, Bridget grape juice, Jenna cranberry juice, Michael red wine, Daniel Kilby tomato sauce. Everyone folds except for Michael. The correct answer was cranberry juice. Michael gets a strike, and Jenna would have gotten a point if she stayed. I was impressed that Jenna got that, to be honest. Round 2. Brooke says coffee, Bridget Sprite, Michael Coca-Cola, Owen soda, Kilby beer, Jenna ginger ale. Owen and Bridget stay. The correct answer is root beer. So Bridget, Michael, and Owen each have 1 strike. Round 3. Brooke says apple juice, Michael seltzer, Bridget vinegar, Owen Coca-Cola, Jenna cappuccino, Kilby seltzer, and the correct answer, well, Kilby and Michael decided to stay. The correct answer is ginger ale, which Jenna said in the previous round. So Michael has 2 strikes, everybody else, or rather Bridget, Kilby, Owen 1, Brooke, Jenna 0. Round 4. Jenna says coffee, Brooke coffee, Owen coffee. Michael, water, Bridget coconut water, Kilby orange juice. Everyone folded except Jenna, who stayed. The correct answer is orange juice. Kilby would have had a point if he stayed. Jenna received a strike. So we have Bridget, Jenna, Kilby, Owen 1 strike, Michael 2 strikes. Round 5. Brooke water, Michael water, Owen water, Bridget almond milk, Kilby milk, Jenna Bailey's. Brooke and Owen stayed. The correct answer is chamomile tea. That was the hardest one. They both receive a strike. Everybody has a strike. Michael and Owen have 2 strikes. Round 6. Brooke cream, everybody else coffee. This was the easiest one, I think, especially if you're a coffee drinker. But only 3 people stayed. Jenna, Bridget, and Owen stayed. The correct answer is coffee. So Bridget, Jenna, and Owen get 1 point. Round 7. Bridget vinegar, good guess by the way. Michael lemon juice, Owen beer, Brooke apple cider, Jenna lemon juice, Kilby water, which that I thought was a bad guess. And only Kilby stayed on water. The thing was carbonated. Why? How could it be water? Well, not carbonated, but it had like shit going on in the, like it was bubbling. The correct answer is white wine. Kilby gets a strike. So we have Bridget, Jenna, and Owen with 1. And with 2 strikes, Kilby, Michael, and Owen have 2 strikes. Round 8. Brooke says red wine, Jenna cream, Michael vinegar, Bridget tonic water, Kilby red wine, Owen water. Everybody folds on this one, which is good because they were all wrong. The correct answer is apple juice. Round 9. This one was a relatively easy one, but we have Brooke with creamer, Bridget, soy milk. Everybody else says milk, and I did specify before the pass or the stay fold that creamer and soy milk do not count as milk. Brooke and Jenna fold. Excuse me. Bro, I made a mistake, but I corrected it right away. Brooke and Bridget fold. The correct answer was milk. So going into the final round. Owen, 2. Jenna, 2. Kilby, Michael, Bridget, 1. Brooke, 0. And 2 strikes is Kilby, Michael, and Owen. So again, Jenna and Owen have 2 points going to the last round. Round 10. Bridget, strawberry milk. Good guess. Michael, water. Brooke, coconut milk. Jenna, cream. Kilby, water. Owen answered right at the very end. And I was expecting, since water didn't come up at all during the competition, and Michael and Kilby just said water, I was thinking Owen would say water. He says coconut milk. In the end, everybody except Owen stayed. And the correct answer, with Kilby and Michael needing the point and saying water, they stayed. The correct answer is water. So at the end of 10 questions, Jenna, Kilby, Michael, and Owen each have 2 strikes and 2 points. So we have a 4-way tie between Jenna, Kilby, Michael, and Owen. Bridget and Brooke, you are eliminated. So we have a 4-way tiebreaker, which I don't think has ever happened before on Big Brother Cheesecake. I will say this season, no matter what happens, you probably have broken the most records out of any season. I mean, like literally every week you break something. So yeah, Jenna, Kilby, Michael, Owen. Here is the tie-breaking question. The correct answer is a number. Whoever's closest to the correct number without going over is correct, or will win. If everybody goes over, whoever is closest then will win. In the event of a tie, whoever answered the fastest will win. The question was, in dollars, what was the total winnings of all 7 house guests in the Big Brother Grand Game combined? In the order of their answer, Jenna, 800, Kilby, 490, Michael, 122, Owen, 130. Again, Jenna, 800, Kilby, 490, Michael, 122, Owen, 130. The correct answer is 122. Michael, congratulations! You hit it on the nose, and you have won the Topaz Power of Veto. You have until 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time tonight to privately message me whether or not you are using the Topaz Power Veto and on who. Gee, I wonder. Michael also wins the railroads that Tom had for winning this competition. So what will happen in the Topaz Power Veto ceremony? Find out tomorrow. Tuesday, the final 3 nominees plead their case, and Wednesday is the next live double eviction, where not 1 but 2 house guests will be evicted from the Big Brother Cheesecake 7 house, get a tummy ache from eating too much chocolate, and lose their shot at the $700 cash prize. I'm Andrew Chefsick Moonves. Take care, and remember, what's the caramel secret? They put caramel inside the chocolate bar. Duh. Good night.